Alright guys, welcome to this episode on implied volatility and average true range and how I use it for my trading. I like using it more on my daily charts because it kind of gives me an average of where the market is going. And normally people have it like on the bottom, but what I did was I need more numeric, so I'd have it like on the top left here. So it's easier for my eyes to see what the market is doing. So we'll start with the implied volatility. Implied volatility, I set it up to where it's got three different colors, to where if it's 33% and under, it will be green. If it's 33 to 44% volatile, it turns yellow, the box. And if it's 67%, it turns red. That means the market very volatile. It will spike on you. It will turn on you quickly. So it's something like before you start trading, you'll know that you might be running into some very high volatile stock before you put your money into it. So I'll show you some examples here on this one first before we do the other one. So let's say, let me switch here. Here's an implied volatility of 33. So it's letting me know that the market on this stock is very jumpy. Okay, so it will spike from 2068 all the way up to $3.32. So it's a very volatile in the sense of it changes. Like for example, it went from 278 up to 311, right down to 296. So it turns on you. So it's it's very in a volatile state. Yellow is not too bad because you can get some nice quick moves out of them. Red, you really gotta be careful. Let me see if I can find a red one. Oh, green means it's very nice and pace and steady. See? It's at 4.9%. That means the market just does this thing. There's a gap there, of course. But it's just very steady, very, it's doing its thing. It's not doing anything crazy. It's moving. And of course, it's reading the last, candle. So it's not reading all this back here. It's letting you know what's going on where currently it is. Let me see if I can find. All right, this is a 50% volatile. So here, for example, 51%, you have a stock that's at 186, worked its way up, and then from $2 it dropped right down to 180. It just took a turn. So it's showing you there's some volatility going on in this stock. And as you can see, kind of like a pattern here, it works up, it comes down. It works up, it comes down. So it's, it's giving you some danger there. Is there a red one I can find? There you go. I'm getting some other signals here. This is from something else, so ignore that. I apologize for that. There's an 89% volatile stock. Look at that sucker. Man, that's very volatile. So it's letting you know that there's some danger there for that one. So that's how that one works. It just gives you your heads up on how that works. Now the average true range is the other one that I use together with it. The average true range, when you have it set up, it does come with a plot, but I turn it off by unchecking the show plot, because when you turn it on, it gives you this bar down here that doesn't really do me any good. So I just remove it by unchecking that. And really what I need is the number. What it's telling me is that for the last 14 bars back, the average that it moves is about 30 cents. So that's the average. So what I do is the most it will go is about 60 cents. Okay. Now we're going to go something different because this one apparently that something must have happened. Oh, yep, it had news. That's why it has some earnings that came out. So that will definitely can affect the stock. So we can now read that one. Let's go to something else. Okay, like this one, an average is about 70 cents it moves. And it kind of takes the average of the last 14 bars of how it moves. So I kind of go between 70, that could go the most will be $1.40. So that it kind of gives you an idea of, for example, if it's telling me that it moves 70 cents, and let's say I'm looking at this trade, and let's pretend that we're not doing the daily here. Let's say this is the the 1 minute, and I'm seeing that, okay, 70 cents, it moved from down here from 1850, and all of a sudden it's moving like a buck, about 140 will be about as much as it will move in one shot. It moves 140 I know that it will start closing back its way back down and going to have a nice long wick, giving you kind of like an average of about 70-cent move. Okay, so these, it's like an average. It doesn't mean it's exact science, but like this one only moved 5 cents, and this one moved from 1910 to 1960. There's about, what, 50-cent move right there. Okay, so it's an average of what is moving is about 70 cents. It's giving you. So it kind of helps when you see something gets overextended and it's just like a big shot, that chances are it's going to start coming back down to give it that 70-cent range, and it kind of helps you see that per day. That's what is moving, give or take. So between these two, helps me gauge the market a little bit, and hopefully this will help you guys out on your trading.